You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakney.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Got another banger for y'all this week. Now, I know we missed last week. That was my fault. Had a lot of other stuff going on, other projects working on. But this week, I got two of them things for y'all. So definitely looking forward to it. First one, we got Tahji, aka Tahj.E. And he's an up-and-coming artist, man, out of Detroit. Born in Detroit, you know what I'm saying, came to Winston, and I actually met him at Forsyth. We went to school together, played basketball at Forsyth and UNC Charlotte as well, ran track. So we chopped it up with him about all the latest, just a lot of good content for parents as well as young kids, looking at the recruitment process and how to deal with certain things also. Now, if you were around the hoop scene back then, it's like 2009, 2010, Triad was jumping back then, man. Mount Tabor was coming off of a state title. North Forsyth was really good. Parkland had some hoopers. West was pretty good. Reagan was finding their foundation, coming up, making some noise as well. So we talked to Tahji about the 09 team as well as the 2010 team. Which team do y'all think was better, the people that remember? I'd be interested to hear. 2019 was still really good. 19 wins, was still in 4A. I believe that was my sophomore year, still 4A. Those guys were talented, man. School spirit was really high around those guys. Talent was all over the floor. Versatility, but the 2010 team made it, I believe, a round further in the state playoffs. I believe they made it to the third round. Oh, now they lost in the second round, I believe. That team, though, a lot of transfers came in, came together. A lot of transfers, a lot of different moving parts came in, gelled, and were able to win 19 games in that season. Beat Reagan, split with Reagan, split with West, beat Tabor a couple times. So definitely it was a time, man. Games used to be lit up in Cartwright. Cartwright Crazies? Oh, man, those was good times, man. You know, I was doing my thing on the baseball pitch, the diamond, but I said the pitch, watching that EPL, man, or the Bundesliga just started back, talking about the pitch, but the diamond. Anyways, so yeah, talking to Tahji, he's doing music now. A lot of different scenes that he's gotten to see right now. Detroit getting a mix of those guys. So we talked about some guys from Detroit. The Cali scene totally different. Southern got their own swag down here as well, as we're well aware. So we'll rap about all that, the latest on The Last Dance. So a lot coming. Other news, I gotta get my rocks off with the other news, man. First off, our lead senator, our senior senator, Richard Burr, has been caught red-handed out here, just trying to cheat the stocks, man, trying to cheat the game, selling off stocks during this pandemic back in February when all of us were still going to work and living our regular lives. My man was selling over $1 million worth of stocks. It's just crazy, man, because from the reports, and from what we saw, it was all, we're handling this well. The Trump administration's handling this well. We're good. But apparently, to the donors, to his buddies that's throwing them bags at him, he and they're like, yo, this is crazy. Like, we might need to be, this could be a little bit of an issue, you know what I'm saying? So, it was just, it's just, he just did the American people wrong, man. Misled us, led us astray, bamboozled, however you want to say it, lied to, capped, just completely falsified. Just, oh my, I'm appalled. I just don't understand. Insider trading is serious business. If anybody's familiar with the stock market watching this, it's just crazy, man. He's the lead of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Was also on another board. out of Washington D.C. This is our lead guy, our biggest senator, our heaviest hitter in the state. And this guy is getting caught in this corruption. The feds have seized this man's phone. They are checking his cloud. They're checking everything twice. So I just hope, man, that it's just he's been in the news a lot lately, even with the tax problems, man, where had the property and he was renting it to himself. I believe that was Richard Burr, and was writing it off as a campaign write-off, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, this is the latest accusation, and it's just crazy, man. You see these people at the top that continue to think that they're above the rules, man. It's just wild to see. Speaking of crime, and then speaking of the NFL and crimes, they've been in the headlines. Of course, Quentin Dunbar, DeAndre Baker, two players that allegedly committed the armed robberies at multiple parties. People still saying they're innocent. I know since then, I believe one of the players has turned himself in. Maybe both at this case, but it's just. Can you imagine how crazy the times is where NFL players could be robbing people? Like, imagine a dude robbing you at gunpoint, taking, thousands of dollars, watches, other jewelry, money. Allegedly, man, one watch was like 25 bands. Like, these aren't little, I'm saying, $500, $800 timepieces. Like, this is a big deal. But you imagine getting robbed by somebody and then they leave in a Lambo or a BMW? Come on, bro. Like, you gonna jack me and then go hop in a Benz? Bro, it's just crazy right now. And I think the funniest report, these are actual looks at the report. I think the funniest report about the warrant is when they said my man got away with a fake Millie, a fake Richard Millie. And like, not only did your watch get took, but now the whole world know that thing was a knockoff. I just think that was hilarious, man. Value. Like, you gonna drop $600 on a fake watch? On a knockoff? Come on, man. Hey, the police, they was trolling, bro. I think it was Miramar police, man. They was trolling. But the fake Richard Millie. But no, it was just hilarious, man. I got a good crack out of that. But just, man, make wise decisions, and like I met Marshawn said, say them chickens, man, because it's just crazy out here. Then the Rooney Rule, man, what in the hell is going on? They've tabled it for now, but it's just sad. The point, it's just the audacity. Like, bro, you gotta offer incentive for these guys to hire minority coaches to get them just into positions that are rightfully so. There's a lot of coaches of color that could be in positions right now that aren't even getting a chance to sit down and have a cup of coffee. So it's just crazy. But that's pretty much like, yeah. You move up a few spots in the fourth round if you give this guy a job, a color, you give a black guy a job, or any other person of color. It's just crazy to me. And you can't respect it. Honestly, anybody that gets a job off of that, they're not gonna respect their merit. You're automatically coming in with an asterisk by your name. It's disrespectful. It's distasteful. There's been outrage on Twitter, and it's just like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta do better, NFL. We deserve better. Y'all gotta do better. It's been a trend for a long time in college and professional ranks. How's it that you're in a black quarterback and it's barely any black quarterback coaches like that I've seen? It's honestly, it's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. Just hire the man that's most qualified. It's that damn simple. Hire the man that's most qualified that can get the job done. Plain and simple. It's just crazy, man. But in other news, we're going to dive into... Well, first off, I forgot. Also got to touch on Wake Forest. My guy, Davian Williamson, has entered the transfer portal, receiving a lot of interest. And this was a move that a lot of people have talked about as far as, Steve Forbes being the coach at Wake Forest. And this will be a perfect move since these guys missed on Davian the first time. But imagine having him and, Chico already there, Isaiah Wilkins, and having Davian as well. Two guys I've seen compete for multiple years, come back home. And Wake Forest doesn't miss again on the second chance. I think it would be great locally for guys, recruitment-wise, to see guys like that decide to stay home. Awesome. Steve Forbes definitely doing his due diligence with this staff. DeMarco Dunn just got the offer recently after getting Carolina offer, got the Wake offer. Lucas Taylor as well got offered recently by them. Love it, man. Just getting on these guys locally, getting on them early, locking down the Carolinas, locking down your state. So you love to see it. Really just hit everything with a bang. Also, what else you love to see, man, is all this fire music dropping. Still got the Future album on repeat, man. It's just that how life is just different, man. Yes, man. Speaking of vibes, loving the new Future album. That last name with him and Dirt. Oh my goodness, that accept my flaws. Oh my goodness, that whole thing, right? Like I can't find one song where I'm just like I don't like it. Like the joint with him and Meek Mill, fire. Future is back. This is the one we needed. This is the Hendrix we needed. This is the kid. The kid is back. The streets is back. They on fire, man. Just love it. Love it. My favorite Future project is 56 Nights, and I really haven't been gassed about a project like that since then. I've liked a lot of his other ones, of course, like Dirty Sprites, Dirty Sprite 2s, all this, Monster, everything. The Hendrix album wasn't bad, like all that, but this album right here really, really slaps, bro. Like I'm loving it. I still gotta really dive into that Polo G album, but I heard he went 2 for 2. With the last album was dope, and then this one I heard is a banger as well. So definitely looking forward to diving into that one. Did y'all see Will Smith smack that Joyner Lucas freestyle? Whoa. That was nuts, yo. Will really, really got bars. Like Jaden got bars too, though. So it might be genetic. Definitely was hyped to see that. That was dope, man. Jordan Lucas, one of the hottest spitters in the game, man. To be honest, if you like bars, like we know Jordan Lucas kind of an odd dude, but like broke out bars. He cool. I enjoy his music. But yeah, definitely more albums to look out for, man. So we'll be doing music reviews. Just finished the Outer Banks like last week, so that was dope. And the new Hollywood show on Netflix, fire as well. So two recommends, dropping little tidbits for y'all as well. Um, I think that's all I got right now. So let's go ahead and dive into this interview, man. Y'all stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Got my guy Tahji Kiger on, Tahj.E, artist from Winston. Well, first of all, from Detroit.
Yeah.
Then here in Winston. We go back to North Forsyth days. Now you out in Cali doing your thing, bro. I know music has
Yeah.
always been a passion for you. Been releasing a lot of good quality content. Just tell us about how you got into music, man. What you've been working on lately.
Yeah, man. So, well, how I got into music, bro, it's actually a crazy story, bro. I rap now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
uh, initially, like when I was young, I actually like wanted to be an R&B singer, bro. I had so I had a singing group,
Okay.
and I always like that's how I express myself. I wanted to be the Temptations when I was young, bro. The Temptations from the '70s. I'm a '90s baby, and that's how I wanted
Exactly.
to. But eventually I started getting into rap. I heard Nas, I Know I Can. And rap before really didn't show that emotional side. And I put like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of emotion into my music. So I really didn't connect with rap because it was so hard and gritty and like, I really
Thanks.
couldn't express those feelings, emotions and things that I wanted to do in the music. And it seemed like I could, get that off in R&B music more. And
Mm-hmm.
then I started hearing Nas and how he portrayed it, and then Kanye. Then like I Know I Can, and I mean All Falls Down and Through the
Yeah.
Wire and all those songs. I'm like, yo, you know what? It's actually more fun because rap is more competitive, and I'm an athlete,
You naming
So
them joints that get you through some things, man. Like,
yeah, and those the ones that like push me into it, and I'm like, yo, so
Mhm.
you can really show that in rap music too. And then Wayne brought a different element to it, that like the wordplay, the wittiness. Like I'm like, oh, you actually have to talk about something and be able to make certain things rhyme with this and like metaphors. And so after that, I was a fan, bro, and I knew I wanted to do it young. So that's pretty much how I started.
Now, I know you named some really good inspirations, and I think listening to you, like you definitely got your own sound. I think you get
Mhm,
really animated with the storytelling. Like as
mhm,
me as a rap fan, what takes me is when people, I feel like they taking me for a ride. I just close
Yeah.
my eyes. I'm like, yo, take me for a journey, bro. I feel like you got that storytelling mentality. Like,
Mm.
how would you describe your style? And have you ever like done poetry? Does that tie into it at all?
Yeah, so I actually started with poetry. Like that was I was just doing poetry at first, just writing. I was entering school poetry contests. And like
Yeah.
that's I was in honors English and everything. And that's actually how my honors teacher found me. Like I was just in regular classes and I put my poem into a competition 'cause I just wanted to do it. And
Mhm.
she came and got me out the regular class. She's like, "Who was Tahji?" It was like him right there. She's like, "Yeah,
Respect.
we need him in the honors class, man. He writes it." And after that, that's how I got into all of my other honors classes because of poetry contests. So so it definitely started with poetry.
Bro, that's what's up. I write poetry myself, man. I always just been infatuated
Mm.
with just the art of music. You know what I'm saying? I would
Yeah,
definitely love to own a record label or something like that down the line. Just I feel like I got an ear for talent
I
and
can
it's
see
a
you
lot of
doing that too.
talent, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can
it's
see
so
you doing
much
that too.
talent.
Yeah.
I would love to, man. Do you how would you describe the scenes? I know that you were kind of entrenched down here and
Mm.
you've experienced some of the Detroit music scene, which I actually been to Motown too and seen the museum. So when you was talking about the Temptations, I felt that
Temptations.
like that energy's different down there, bro.
It's different, man.
And then you see like the West Coast, they got their own vibes out there, man. Like how would you describe the different scenes? Also, do you feel like you've taken any parts from all three of those areas and kind of added to your own vibe?
I've taken and so I grew up military. So like
Mhm.
that's how I got to North Carolina and I was born in Detroit. I lived in California before I moved
Okay.
to Winston. So I've always taken a lot of things from different places and it translates to the music too. So I
Mhm.
take a lot from everywhere. Like I got some like the street stuff from Detroit, and over here it's kind of more artsy. And then from the south, get that southern vibe. Like over here they don't listen to certain southern artists like Gucci or Boosie. Like it's different over here.
Yeah.
Like
Who
you
you hear
like
bumping over there?
this guy named Mozzie.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Mozzie.
Like yeah, Mozzie. A lot of southern they love Nipsey and YG, and like so it's a different vibe. So it's crazy. Like if I go to the club in Atlanta or Charlotte, you hear Yo Gotti and all
Yeah.
these people over here. You never hear that. It's like,
Mhm.
but if I'm over there, you never hear like Nipsey in the club or Mozzie or so everything is so different. In Detroit, you hear a lot of this guy Sada Baby and T Grizzly.
Yeah.
So I get to take so much from so many different places and incorporate it into my music, and I feel like it represents me anyway. So I'm a diverse artist. Like you never know what you're gonna get from me. Like it could be a love song like the one I put out in February. It can be a
Yeah.
song about emotion. It could be like about my struggle growing up. You never. It could be anything.
Now I know you were mentioning that you had put out the project Genesis that's still bumping right now. Tell us
Mm.
about what went into that and what inspired that project.
Genesis, man. That's actually probably my favorite one, honestly.
Okay.
But Genesis, it was a more rappy project.
Yeah.
It was
Bars.
definitely it was definitely my most my most rappy project, and I just wanted to get a lot of stuff off. Like that was my first tape, so I feel like that was like 20 years worth of worth of stuff that I was putting into you know 4 or 5 songs. Just
Thanks.
it was it was a process, but I feel like it is my best lyrical tape that I've made so far for sure.
How long did it take you to make that joint?
It was actually quick, bro. It was like I say 2 months, 2 months. Yeah, and just knocked it out because it was immediate. I've always done music,
Yeah.
but so like me, SQ,
Mm-hmm.
Rick's like back in the day, we did remixes to like Poetic Justice in like 2011. Like
Yeah.
it's like so much music that I've done that people haven't even heard. I think Q still got that. I think he sent it to me in an email not too long ago. But so I've been recording music since forever, but I never really released it. It was just something I did. It was just therapeutic for me.
And it's
So
crazy, bro, that you mentioned SQ because I know for him it was the same way. Both you guys were pretty big athletes back when we was in high
exactly.
school. So I know y'all weren't fully into the music, and now
Mm,
seeing y'all fully into it, it's definitely a different level.
different.
How was that crossover, man? We see all kinds of athletes, man, that try to jump over into the rap game. Some succeed. I will say, like Dame Lillard's one guy I think that can
he
really
can
rap.
he can rap.
You know what I'm saying?
Rap.
Like how is that crossover? Like I know because as an athlete, naturally, we have a natural swagger about
Exactly. Like I think it's easy because we like most athletes. If you're not lazy, most athletes willing to put that work in. And with music, you have to work, or like you have to. And like you hear like okay, like Drake puts out an album and it's 16, 17 songs.
it.
He
Yeah.
probably recorded 70 or 80 and pick those 15 songs out of there. Like, like, so it's
Hmm.
not just like we just go in the studio and we do 4 songs and it's like, oh, 4 songs, 4 on the tape, I'm done. Like, no, like it's probably hundreds of songs on people's drives and things like that. So
Right.
you have to work hard. So I feel like it's an easy translation from sports to especially rap with how
Mhm.
hard you got to work, how competitive it is. Like rap is the most competitive music form it is. Like everybody else all giggly and like it's all friendly, but like with rap, it's like I'm the best. Like I want to be the best. Like it's just so it's competitive in our nature. So I feel like it's really like it really correlates pretty much.
Now, seeing like that, Winston is definitely known for our arts, and you see a lot of different sounds out here. How do you
Mm.
feel that Cali has shaped you, and do you feel like is the scene different out there? How you feel like? Because I know you had moved out there to really focus on music more.
Right. Right. Uh it's different based off of I feel like it's a lot of people that move here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot more diverse because it's so like you might meet somebody from New York, you might meet somebody from Texas, you might meet somebody from Detroit. So it's a melting pot. So it's a lot of different sounds here. So I do see that it's a lot more diverse. I don't see a lot of the southern sound here though. Like
Yeah,
that's one of the sounds that I don't see. So it
crazy.
is it's different. Like it's a lot different. I see less lyrical people here. It's a lot more lyrical rappers in North Carolina for sure. Like people rap better in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like so that would be the difference. But people in California are a lot more, I guess, diverse with sounds and different effects and beats and things like that. They're willing to do more. It's more rap, rock,
Yeah.
and and things like that that I really didn't see. So it's making me diversify my sound being here for sure.
And people don't realize too, just because you can spit bars, like a lot of people can spit bars that haven't been able to make a song or make a hook.
Exactly. Like that, and people don't understand it, and I had to understand that. Like I had to get there because I'm like, man, I can. Back in the day, like one of the things that got me into rap too was Lil Wayne mixtapes, and
Legendary.
it was no hooks. He would just get in there and bar you to death,
Hmm.
and it's harder to do that now. Like it's I don't know. I think our generation's I don't know mindset. Like we lose focus so quick. So we just want to dance.
Right.
We want to boom, 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 give me a good hook, and I'm just gonna sing that all night.
Yep.
So you gotta have a balance. Like you can't do one or the other. Like it has to be a balance. Like you have to have bars, but know how to incorporate it with the hook, still make it entertaining. Like that's why the three biggest rappers, Drake, Cole, Kendrick, like they've learned how to make this catchy, but still rap.
Hmm.
You have to be able to do both to sustain. Like if you just make catchy stuff, you'll be here for a year. If you're just doing bars,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get on at all. So like it has to
Crazy.
be like it has to be a balance. It's crazy. You definitely have to be able to make a song. Ask Cassidy. It's tough, man. He one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
man. Honestly, and now my man back in battle rap. Like,
Yeah, the boy can rap, but he couldn't couldn't find it.
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta be able to stick out here. And I definitely wanted to pick your brain, bro. I know when we was in school, I've already interviewed Flo and talked about this. I don't know, Flo is back at North
But
now doing the assistant coaching thing.
nah, I
Guys
did.
done completely turned the program around. I think they won 2 games last year, and
Mm,
then this year, Flo and them jumped on, and they was in I think they won conference, won like 20 games, like 17 plus win margin.
that quit?
Next year, that quick, bro. Same team, like two new freshmen, flipped it
Mm,
around, bro. Yeah, crazy. So, and I know like when we was there, like that was kind of like the golden years. We was competitive
yeah,
every single
it was
year.
different, man. It
Oh
was different back then. Like the practices was crazy. Like the whole team was so nice. Like 1 to 12.
yeah.
Like everybody could hoop. So it's like it was stacked, crazy. I miss it. Yeah,
Well, speak about like what you remember about that team.
it was with that team. That team had too much talent. Like
Yeah,
honestly, we probably had enough to win state. Like we just really could because everybody was new. I was new.
facts.
Tr-
Y'all
Uh,
came
Tr-
from everywhere.
yeah, Trey came in. Trey was new. Uh, we had CJ came in. He was starting center. He was new. Like so.
Yeah.
Trent had just came up from JV. Uh, so like it only had like two returners. Everybody else came in.
Mhm.
So we had like chemistry problems because it was like so quick and people came from football. So we didn't really get like spring training. Ed came from football. So the fact that we did what we did, like,
Yeah.
like it with no chemistry, it was just all talent. It's basically like we just threw an all-star team out there and just I think we went 23-5 or 23-6, went to regionals. But it was crazy. It was a battle every day. Like everybody
That was
fighting
some
for
tough
minutes.
years because I think that was the years when Tabor was winning state. They had your boy CJ Harris and all them
CJ
guys, Mike
Harris.
Grayson them.
Hmm. Yeah, like and so they were cold. Like Reagan was nice.
Mhm. Y'all had some
Yeah,
wars with them.
like but it was crazy. But we actually it was crazy. My senior year, we beat Reagan. We
And
beat
this was 2010.
2010. We beat Reagan. We beat Tabor. We beat everybody in the city. I don't think it's a team we didn't beat. Like so we beat Tabor twice. We beat Reagan once. We killed Reynolds twice. Like so we were like that. Like it was crazy. Gary, me, uh Jamel, Trent, like it was
A lot of
crazy
people
times.
like
Yeah.
that team was nuts, bro. Like a lot of people felt like y'all boys should have won states. I remember the talk around that team.
It's we definitely underachieved, man. we and it's crazy the team that did so good, like did that good. We could say we underachieved, but that it's no way that team should have ever lost. We should have been like 30-0.
How tough is that though, gelling like on the fly like that?
That's hard, man. Like that's what I was always telling people about. Miami easily had that best team in 2012.
Mhm.
Easily should have beat Dallas, but chemistry is big. Like that's Dallas had that same team for 4 years.
Yeah,
Like these veterans, like and Bron, Wade, and they just throw that thing together against a veteran team. That's tough. But even when you look at the Redeem team when it was Kobe, Bron, like in 08, I think
hmm
they beat Spain by 5 points. Imagine a team with Carmelo, LeBron,
yeah,
KD, Kobe, Chris
and
Paul,
and the
Jason Kidd,
Gasol
Leonard
brothers giving them
Williams.
work.
Yeah, and they win by 5 points. But it's not because the team was as good as them. That chemistry is serious. You can get the best players in the world. If they can't play together, you can't win.
That's facts. And I know you had played some at UNC Charlotte too, man.
Yeah,
Speak about that. Just the recruitment process going from college or high school ball, playing at the next level, especially at a Division I institution. And
yeah,
also, man, like just the differences, the speed of the game for some of these guys. I got a lot of high school players that follow me that I watch and definitely could, take away from this.
yeah. Like so, when we get to college, man, it's different because everybody on your team was the best player on
Mhm.
the high school team. Like it's like everybody's coming from there was the man the year before. So the speed is going to be as fast. Like so in high school, my speed was fast, but everybody else was moving a little slower. So
Yeah,
when
you
you
was
get
a
there,
burner for sure.
yeah, when you get there, everybody's moving this speed now. So it's an adjustment, man. But if you work, the people that make it there, if they're gonna be all right. If you work hard, there's no way you're going D1 or D2 not working. Like so, it's a transition, but you just gotta work. You gotta work way harder than you did back then. Oh, my dog's barking. Hey.
Oh, you good, bro? You good?
But yeah, it's going to be a process. You have to work way harder than you did in high school. Is period. It was a lot of late nights in the gym. I'm in there at 3 a.m, 4
Yeah.
a.m, and we got more access once you get to that area.
Right.
So I'm in the gym 3 a.m on the gun. But so if you work, you'll be good for sure.
And how is that managing? I know them guys had you guys on the schedule as far as the eating and the diet,
Mm-hmm.
protein as well, taking
Yeah.
care of your body.
Yeah. So they pretty much we have a nutritionist.
Mm.
We have a trainer. We have a weight room instructor. We have our coaches. So they put if you want to, they can't make you do anything. Like so they can't be in your room force feeding you or anything like that. But they'll give you the tools. Like we had the tools. If you want to be in that gym getting shots up, you have it. If you want a nutrition plan, you got it. If you want to go in there and work on your body, get stretched out, rubbed out, make sure your body is working, you have it. So at that point, it's just who wants it more. Like, cause I had teammates. I'm in the gym at 2 a.m. You know where they at? They in
Oh
the
yeah,
club,
you
or
know what
you
time
like
it
so.
is.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say like I never was in the club too, but you gotta have that balance, and you gotta be able to make sure you know what you're there for.
So before we let you go, man, definitely give us your opinion on the Last Dance series documentary, the hottest topic in sports right now. How you feel like they're doing Jordan? You feel like is it making it more humanizing? Or do they have him looking like an asshole on there? And also weigh in on the debate. They always comparing LeBron and Michael, who's the GOAT of all time, man.
Yeah, uh, Jordan, that's one of the goats, man. That just watching it is
Definitely.
crazy. Like just cause not being from that era and
Exactly.
going back and watching, like I don't think anybody has dominated that era in any sport the way Jordan did. Like that was ridiculous. Like because even when you go back and look at Wilt was dropping 100 on everybody's heads, but he has
Mm-hmm.
one championship. So yeah, he was getting points, but he dominated individually, but it never translated to those wins.
Facts.
And LeBron is dominating this era in a similar way, but only 3 rings. So he's still losing and it's still, but I never seen anybody dominate an era the way he did. But the GOAT debate. For me,
It's tough.
though, is Brian.
Okay. Okay.
Brian Brian is the GOAT. I feel like you put him anywhere else, he he has rings. If KD doesn't go to Golden State,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron could be sitting on 6 right now.
Dynasty in Cleveland.
He could be sitting on 6 right now. Like you got that game 1 when KD first went there. If he had 51 8-8, and only reason they won is because lost is because J.R. Smith didn't know the score.
Exactly.
like that man is ridiculous.
I
Like
mean, you can even go back to the year before if Kyrie and Kevin Love.
didn't get hurt. He took them to 6 games. He took them to 6 games without Kyrie and Kevin Love. Next year he get them back. They win a championship. The next year they go get KD. Like so, it's like if we really play it that way, let's say Kyrie, Kevin Love doesn't get hurt that 1 year, KD never comes, they get at least 3 rings. It could have been 4.
That's how I feel.
At least 3 rings. So Brian would be sitting on 6 or 7 rings going into year 17.
I'm gonna tell you right
That's
now, the old heads ain't gonna like this.
yeah. But a lot of people don't like. So Jordan never beat prime Magic. He
Mm-hmm.
never beat prime Bird. He never beat prime Isaiah. I don't really feel like the 90s were. Look, Iverson came in 1996, averaging 24 points a game at 6 feet. Like 24
20 something.
in this era that is just so great and defense is ridiculous. He came in as a rookie and averaged 24 and 7, just out there doing what he wanted to do. Got Jordan on his heels, falling back, like so, killing Gary Payton. Like so, I respect the 90s. It was a good era, but
it was a physical time.
Yeah, it was a physical time, but I feel like people think just because it was physical, like we can't adapt. Like we adapt to rules. So yeah, people flop now because that's in the rules. If it wasn't in the rules back then, they wouldn't have flopped. So it just happens to be the rules at the moment. LeBron would be a monster in the 80s. Like it doesn't matter. Oh, it's too physical for him, man. Come on now.
Him versus the bad boy Pistons, I'm like 6'8", 250.
250. And you, what are you gonna do? I always see that one picture with Morris, the Morris twin from Boston, like holding his shoulders down. He's like about to trying to dunk, and it's like on his back. Like he's 6'8", 250, man. He's 6'8", 250, bro. He's gonna play in any era that he wants to play in. What do you think though? Who your GOAT?
Man, I get killed every time I say it, bro. But I agree with you, man. Honestly, I feel like LeBron is the greatest basketball player as far as can affect the game, can do anything you need him to do, and you can literally put this man on any team, and they're a playoff team at this point for the majority.
Championship contender. Not just a playoff team, a championship contender.
And to be real, man, outside of like the 01 Sixers, because I loved AI that year, but outside of them, like Bron really took the worst team in NBA history to the finals, bro. When they got swept by the Spurs, I think it was 07 when him and Boobie Gibson, they finally got over the Pistons. Like, bro, nobody on that team is even in the league right now.
Yeah, but I think Iverson actually had a better team.
I think so too.
Mutombo was the defensive player of the year that year. And Eric Snow was a second team all defense player. And they had Larry Brown, who was a championship coach.
Keith Van Horn was a walking mismatch.
Yeah. Like Mike Brown, he had Mike Brown and Ilgauskas. Like so.
Larry Hughes did not play. And that's what I be trying to tell people when they think Mo Williams was on that squad. It's like Mo Williams wasn't there yet.
And even with Mo Williams, like if you take Mo Williams to the championship like that, that's like, come on, man. Like even the other year in the finals when there's like him, Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith.
Oh yeah.
The first year when Kyrie left. No, after that when they traded when they traded Kyrie.
I think they had that was before Jordan Clarkson. But Derrick Rose was on that team.
No, Jordan Clarkson was there. Jordan Clarkson beat up Derrick Rose, Tristan Thompson, who was
I think
Kevin
they had
Love
Wade for a little bit.
But he left.
And then he left.
He left. So like he took like I don't even remember we don't even remember who was on the team.
Channing Frye.
Channing Frye was on the team. We don't even know who was on that team. But a lot of people don't know, like even last year, like we're giving everybody easily saying Giannis is the MVP.
Yeah.
And I don't agree though. Like when Giannis is not playing, I think he missed 7 or 8 games. I think they're 7-1. Mm-hmm. And when he's off the court, they're still a top 2 team in the East. When LeBron is off the court, he has the best plus minus in the NBA. Mm-hmm. So when he's on the court, they're the number 1 ranked offense in the NBA. When he's off the court, they go down to like 22 or something. Like it's nobody is that important to their team ever. He's that important every single year. Mm-hmm. Like Jordan went to play baseball. The Bulls almost went to the finals without him.
People don't realize Pippen was like the best player in the league that year.
Yeah, he almost took that team to the finals without him. Like that, in the next year, they still were in the playoffs without Jordan. Jordan came back, they still lost. Like so, it's no team LeBron has left ever has been good. LeBron leaves.
The Cavs was in shambles.
Sucks. Miami was in shambles.
Yeah.
He left Miami and they were horrible. So the LeBron is important, man. He's top 2 or 3 easily. Him, Kareem, and Jordan is my top 3, and I have him number 1 already.
And he's still going. That's the scary
Still
part.
going.
My thing, though, I do agree. I feel like since we missed Jordan, like our generation really is getting to see like that dominance, like you said. Like my man really had dudes in the league scared, like would
Yes.
not let them boys lose. And I think that is an edge that we really haven't seen. So I understand like the people in the 90s, you know how they feel about it, but this bronze is a little different.
It's different, but it's easy to say that, man. Like I always feel like I'm not respecting it enough, but
because them dudes had athletes too, they really did, and people say he played against mailmen, and I don't feel like that. Like,
he didn't play against mailmen. It's not the '60s.
Yeah,
but imagine Kobe being guarded by Jeff Hornacek in the NBA Finals. He's scoring 50 a game.
That's a body. Who is checking Kevin Durant? Like I don't.
Yeah, like it's nobody in the world. I keep hearing people talk. If Scotty was guarding him, man, he's gonna give Scotty 50 of them. Scotty,
no doubt in my mind.
You see what he did to Kawhi on one leg? He came back with the Achilles. The Warriors were up 20. He had 11 points in like 3 minutes. And then before he tore that Achilles, and Kawhi is probably the best on the ball defender we've had since Scotty. And he just destroys this guy. Like, so Scotty would have no chance with KD. I'm sorry. But they wouldn't. Vice versa though. Jordan would kill people today.
I mean, he's gonna get his. It's stupid not to think he would.
Yeah, he's gonna eat. Like he's gonna come, but I don't think what the pundits are saying these days. But if Jordan played today, he'll average 57. No, he wouldn't, man. Come on, man. He'll average 57. He'll be the first person since Wilt. I'm like, nah, man. Go on.
They talk about playing against mailmen. Wilt was playing against some mailmen.
Nah, that guy was playing against. He's playing part-time milk delivery guys, man. But I watched the film. He's like somebody's like 6'3" guarding him, bro. He just turned around, just putting him in the basket. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, Andre Drummond would look like Wilt if he got a bunch of damn JJ Barea's guarding him. Come on.
Right. He would have averaged 100 back then, too. Put Shaq back then? Oh, my God.
With the handles?
Oh, my God.
People don't realize Shaq, like, rookie, when he first came into the league,
Orlando.
He had the handles and the dick. Oh, my God.
When he was pushing the break.
Yeah.
Before he gained all that weight.
Yeah. I know. I remember you was a big-time Lakers fan. I remember when you when Shaq first came to the crew.
Yeah, I'm a Kobe guy, man. I love Kobe. That it kind of hurt me when I had to start admitting that Brown was the guy.
Yeah, that was a tough transition for y'all. I know
that hurt my soul. I'm like, man, yeah, this guy. I couldn't deny that at a certain point. I hated Brown. That at a certain point, I just had to. Well, okay, he got it.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, but it's his. He's honestly been the best player in the league for about 11 years now.
Which is crazy, bro.
Like it's only one other person, like not even Wilt or Kareem were the best players in the league that long. I think the only person that was the best player in the league for 11 years was Jordan.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
And then even at this age, like 35, bro.
He's still the best player in the league at 35.
Oh.
And to me, it's not even close. Like, only person that could possibly challenge for it would be KD, but he's hurt.
He's hurt right now, yeah. So I had the same conversation yesterday with somebody. Like, best all-around game, can just do everything, play 1 through 5.
He does too much. He's the best playmaker in the NBA at 6'8". He's still averaging 25 a game. 25, leading the league in assists at 35? Come on, man.
That's next level. Still hunting, still guarding whoever.
Exactly. Well, that last weekend hurt my soul when they canceled the rest of the season. So he had just killed Giannis, then killed Kawhi.
I'm like, same weekend.
It's time. Like 2 days back to back. He was basically just showing us, like, by the way, it's still my league.
Mm-hmm.
I take it easy a little bit, but when I want to do this, I can do this at any time.
I got that joint in a headlock when I need to.
So, how long you think he got left?
Man, honestly, he say he gonna play till Bronny get in the league, so we'll see, man. I say he's about to be a sophomore, so I can see 5 more years from him. He
But
might get out at about 41.
but how long do you see him being top 10 players in the
Top 10
league?
elite. That's tough, man. Honestly, I say we probably see 3 more years of Pete LeBron.
Three more top 10 years?
Yeah,
That's big.
including next season. I think
Including
we'll
next
see,
season.
yeah, including next season. I think we'll see 3 more, like three
That's
more
big.
years. I think so. I think he will get a chance to take a step back though with AD there, and we
For
kind of
AD.
saw that towards the beginning before Brown went MVP mode. But
Right.
I mean, the way the league, I feel people say it ain't as physical, but what we have to admit though is players' careers are lasting a lot longer. If they were
Yes.
playing 90s rules, LeBron probably would have a lot more mileage on his body.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Honestly though, a lot that has to do with the careers now too is
And
I just feel like
technology too.
I just feel like we're smarter. Yeah, like
Yeah.
we got wave pools and different things to do, and players. LeBron puts I think $10 million into his body every year because honestly I don't really superstars are lasting a little longer, but not all of them. Like Dwayne Wade's out of
True.
there. Dwayne Wade's
True.
gone. Iverson didn't last long. Carmelo declined. Shaq was out of there. Like so, I feel like LeBron is just a freak. Like look at KD 30. This could be
breaking down a little
this
bit.
people. Yeah, like that Achilles is usually the one that gets you out of there. That killed
Sad to
Isaiah's
say.
career. It killed Kobe's. So that's not. It killed Barkley's. So the Achilles is serious. So I feel like players are still breaking down. I think Brian just takes care of himself, man. Like,
I mean, you never really see him with a serious injury. Really, up until last year,
yeah.
he didn't really miss any extensive time.
Imagine being the best player in the league on year 17. Like, I don't even know a top 5 player or top 10. Like, I don't know anybody that was a top 5 player in the league at year 17 since Jordan.
So, honestly, I mean, it really has been a decade where he's scaring people into teaming up. People crying, calling former MVPs to come join them because
exactly.
They can't take it. Like
he was top 5 in 3 different decades.
Yeah,
2020, the 2010s, and the 2000s. He was
people
top 5.
Forget about Bron with the headband. OG Bron.
07, 08 Brown was different.
Yeah,
he beat my Pistons, man. I was goodness.
Yo, that's when they finally got over the hump, man. I was big on the Cavs. I still root for my guys. That's when the Hornets had left, turned into the Bobcats. I never rocked with the Bobcats, bro. So I still man.
That was trash. I'm happy they got rid of that, man.
That was an ugly time, bro.
Yeah.
But when he beat the Pistons, I think he had 54, had 17 straight points.
20, I thought it was 25.
But it was 25 straight points with OT too. Like
20 with OT, yeah. It's probably 17 in the fourth and then OT, yeah.
And then, bro, that's when I was like, okay. I mean, if all 5 of these dudes try, Bron like 23?
He was a young 22. That was 07. I think he was like 21 or 20.
So he was a young
he was like 22, 21, 22, because it was his 3rd season.
Yeah,
he came in 18, 19. So 21, 22. Yeah.
Against the vets.
Against a dynasty. That was the Pistons. They were Eastern Conference Finals every year. Finals. They had been to the finals 2 years in a row. They had won the finals, then went to the finals and lost to the Spurs. Should have won that one too. And then LeBron just came back and man.
I'm telling you, bro, Tayshaun Prince, people don't remember, like, that man was no slouch.
Yeah, he was one of the best defenders in the league. We had Ben Wallace down there anchoring. Rasheed was there. Billups was nice. Like that was a squad. And baby LeBron killed him. Kobe couldn't even do that. That was they were actually talking about it. I seen an interview when Rip Hamilton was like, yeah, we just felt like no one person can beat us. Kobe and Shaq couldn't. It was Kobe and Shaq couldn't even do it, and they tried. And we beat them in 5 games. We beat them in 5 games. Just
and that's what they had. They had Gary Payton, old Gary Payton.
Yeah, they had old Gary Payton.
Malone, definitely past their proms, but
it was Kobe and Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Who did LeBron have? LeBron had nobody. But Kobe had Shaq. It's Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
the show.
just LeBron. So if Kobe and Shaq can't beat us without a good team, we know LeBron's not gonna be able to beat us without a good team. A young guy by himself, no way. And
And
then
I'm
he
talking about
came through.
second leading scorer was
Yeah.
Boobie Gibson.
And they
Come
said that's when they
on.
realized that they was messing with something different. They was like, yeah, this guy's. They was like, we were trying, like we sending 5 guys at him, and he just whatever you want to do. So
Facts. Slicing through him, bro. It's man, it really has been dope watching him grow. I've
yeah,
really been a LeBron fan forever. I actually had Rayshawn Terry on the podcast a few weeks
okay.
ago. He played at North Carolina from here. And
Mm-hmm.
he played against Bron when they was in high school in that documentary they did.
Did he
When
go
they
to
came
Reynolds?
to Greensboro. Yeah, he
Okay,
came to
yeah.
Greensboro Coliseum. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. He was telling us, like, LeBron been that dude for a long time, though. Like,
Yeah.
he just continued to live up to the hype.
Did they ever get a win, or did LeBron?
Nah, yeah, he
I know they
say.
played on twice, right?
I know Rayshawn played them one time here. I don't know if they traveled up to Ohio or not, but I
Yeah.
know they came here and it was sold out. He said the refs wanted Bron to take that thing. So he might have been getting them superstar calls, but
Already.
Reynolds was coming off of 3 of them things, 3
3. Reynolds was different those years, man. I was coming down, man. I was trying to figure out what school I wanted to go to. I didn't know if I wanted to go to Tabor, North Forsyth. Like, so I was basically like visiting, like I was on college recruiting trails. I'm going to Reynolds. I'm going to Tabor. I'm practicing with everybody's teams, like trying to see where I want to go. And that was one of the reasons I looked at Reynolds. I looked at Reynolds, Tabor, Reagan, and North. And that was the reason I even looked at Reynolds. I said they had 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, this the team Bron played." So I was like, "Yeah, I gotta at least go look, see what's going
boys
on."
Was nationally ranked.
Yeah, it was like top 20.
Yeah, I think they was when they played Bron, they was like number 6 or something like that.
Yeah, it was something crazy. But were they not ranked over Bron's team at the time?
Yeah, I think they were because Bron's team. I think it was Bron's junior year, so it was before they really like took off.
That senior year.
Reynolds was favorite. Like Reynolds was the favorite.
Because I remember at one point, like every time they played somebody, like when I look at those older games, the other team was ranked over. Like Oak Park when he played Melo. I think Oak Park was number 1. Oh, Oak Hill, Oak Hill was number 1. But Bron was killing people with nobody in high school. Like he was going to play like 5 stars.
I'm talking about people don't realize like super teams.
Yeah,
the Mappa and them boys out in Cali too. Like
he beat them too.
Stack, Mater Day, them guys too. Like
oh yeah, Mater Day. Yeah. They had the Ware twins. They had the Tyler King. Like and Bron was running through them.
Cold bucket.
He been like this.
I meant to ask you, bro. You mentioned you had toured a couple of schools. What sold you on North?
What'd you say?
What sold you on North? Because I know you said that you had checked out a couple of places.
Honestly, Gary.
Word.
Yeah. Like I seen him play the year before, and I had never, in Cali, I've had all-state players, but I've never had another guard that was comparable, like a good backcourt mate. So I've had like super good centers that went on to play D1, all state, all county, small forwards, power forwards, but I've never in my life played with another like star guard. So
Gary was a walking bucket, G was a bucket.
So I was like, I wonder how that would be, not having all that attention on me every time, because I was the only ball handler at my last school, so it was like I can get a lot of attention over here, and I'm like, damn, I gotta throw it to the post. But now when I swing that ball to Gary, they can't sag off of him. That's a bucket. So it just made me feel like, man. So when they come back, this gonna open a lot of things up for me. So honestly, Gary sold me, and that's before I knew like Trey and everybody was coming.
Yeah. So. Man, see, this is what I always wish I was doing now, like what I'm doing now with Feed On Hoops with the recruitment stuff, because I always get college coaches calling me for stuff. Yeah. I feel like I know so many guys that should have played at the next level. Gary definitely one of them that really didn't get a lot of recruitment activity.
Yeah, Gary didn't get as much as he should have got. And honestly, our best player that year was Trey.
Yeah.
He fit the best with our team. Like I think he was our leading rebounder. He's 5'7", our leading rebounder. One of our top scorers. He's probably one of our better playmakers too. And he really didn't get any recruitment. So it was for sure a few people on that team that should have got some. Trent should have got more.
Definitely. And Chip on that team too with y'all, right?
Chip should have got way more, for sure. Chip was nice too. Chip was a bucket.
Yeah, Chip was a bucket, yo. And
Chip was
that size too. Like it wasn't a lot of dudes his size that could handle it like that.
Yeah, he's like 6'5". What? And he had a stroke too. That boy could shoot.
Yeah, he really could. Well, hey, bro, I definitely appreciate you being on, man. Let them know where they can find you at, follow your journey, and find your music as well, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I'm on Instagram, Tahj.E Music, Tahj.E Music, and Tahj.E on all music platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you can download or purchase music, is there, man. And I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, no doubt. And anything coming up we should be on the lookout for?
What? Corona has stopped a lot.
Who you telling, my G? Who you telling?
Corona has stopped a lot, but we ain't gonna let it stop us too much.
Cancel shows, man. I know.
Like we had a whole tour going that was supposed to come from April to July. It's done.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to keep everything engaged on Instagram and Twitter and do some things. I got some new music coming next month in June, so it's the best stuff that I've made ever. Like this, I'm excited about this. It's crazy. I'm actually gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you before I release it. It's crazy.
Hey, we always open to listen to some new tunes, man. I definitely love hearing stuff, especially the exclusive joints from my local guys. That's definitely just talented, man. It's a lot of talent around. I was just with Busy yesterday, chopping it up with him. He's working on some stuff too, man. So definitely the guys with the bars, man. Y'all a rare breed.
Okay. Yeah, man. I never even met him, but Jamel actually showed me some of his music. That he got some bars.
Yeah.
Busy. Jamel showed me him a couple of years ago.
Facts. Yeah. Hey, man, Mel be doing his thing on the marketing end. He definitely be pitching y'all guys. Hey, also, man, I know I had told you, I stay doing the mixtapes. You ever got some songs you want to throw at me, man? I'll throw it on them highlights too, man.
Oh, say less. I got a couple. I got you, bro.
Facts. Hey, we're going to be in contact. I definitely appreciate you again, my G. And stay safe, bro. Keep doing your thing.
All right, say less, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, no doubt. All right, bro.
All right, man.
Well, hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Dope interview. Shout out to Tahji. Y'all definitely go check out his music, man, and keep following his journey. Any local artists y'all want to see, holler at me. Let me know. Tag them. Shout them out. We want to, love to get y'all guys some exposure, get your brand some exposure, man. Doing it for the culture. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We'll have another episode for y'all this week as well, probably Friday or tomorrow maybe. This is just part 1, episode 8. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe for all the latest. Live with Brandon Blakney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. You did?